Hi, and welcome to another Library 101. Today's topic will be the opioid crisis that happens to be sweeping the nation. The opioid crisis is also known as the opioid epidemic. The opioid crisis refers to the misuse, addiction, and overdose of prescription opioids like Vicodin and Oxycontin, and illegal opioids like heroin and fentanyl analogs. All forms of opioids can be addictive. Opioid misuse does not discriminate by race, age, or socioeconomic status. Anyone who takes opioids can become addicted. Anyone who is taking opioids can be at risk of an overdose. The opioid crisis has become a legitimate and frightening problem in the country, and the statistics are staggering. Approximately 128 Americans die each day from an opioid overdose. Americans are now more likely to die from an opioid overdose than a car crash. In 2018, there were over 67,000 deaths in the country involving any type of drug. Almost 70% of those deaths involved an opioid. From 1999 to 2018, more than 230,000 Americans died because of overdoses involving prescription opioids. Each day, 2,700 teens try prescription medicine to get high for the first time, and 42% of teens who misuse prescription drugs get them from their parents' medicine cabinets. It often starts with a pill. Prescription opioid misuse can lead to more serious drugs, like heroin and fentanyl. 80% of heroin users in the US report misusing prescription opioids prior to using heroin. Overdose deaths linked to synthetic opioids like heroin and fentanyl were over 10 times higher in 2018 than in 2013. An opioid overdose can happen anywhere at any time, even at libraries. Libraries across the country are often on the front lines of the opioid crisis, and they are also in a position to help. Many libraries are rising to the occasion. Libraries are helping to fight the opioid crisis by doing what they do best, working with community partners, raising awareness about the opioid crisis, and providing reliable information. In addition, many libraries are helping by housing Narcan, which is a medication that is designed to save lives by rapidly reversing the effects of an opioid overdose. Libraries also have their staff trained to recognize the signs of an opioid overdose and trained to administer Narcan. North Dakota is not excluded from the opioid crisis. Opioid misuse, addiction, and overdose also occurs in this state. To facilitate the need for information, training, and resources, the North Dakota State Library has created a course and guide on 2 of its platforms. The first is a free course on the database called Niche Academy. The course provides an in-depth look on the opioid crisis. The course on Niche Academy is accessible on the North Dakota State Library's website on their database page or through the link on this slide. The second resource is a guide on the platform called LibGuides. This guide is a condensed version of the Niche Academy course and provides core information about the opioid crisis. Links to numerous resources, such as handouts, flyers, and articles, are available. This guide also includes an opioid overdose prevention program template for public libraries. This guide is accessible on the North Dakota State Library's website, Services for Libraries and Education tab, or at the link on this slide. As you can see, the opioid crisis is indeed affecting us all. If you have any questions about these materials or about this video, please email me at ndsltrain@nd.gov.